ushered all the crackheads, the critics, the cynics, and all my heroes at the methadone clinics. All you bastards at the IRS for the crooked cops and the cluttered desks, for the shots of Jack and the caps of mess, half pints of love and the fists of stress, for the hookers all tricking out Hollywood, and for my hoods of the world misunderstood. I said,
all right, so we're back with another banger, and we are going to call Super Bowl. So let's get it going. So people will be brought low, and everyone humble. The eyes of the arrogant humble, but the Lord Almighty will be exalted by his justice, and the holy God will be proven holy by his righteous act. Then sheep will gaze in their own pasture, lambs will feed among the ruins of the rich. You gotta wait, I can't do it right now. So now we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl. And it was kind of shitty. You could have had anybody perform at that Super Bowl and you didn't. You could have had, if it was a Latin thing or a Spanish thing, you could have had Cardi B perform. You could have had Daddy Yankee perform. You could have had Pitbull perform. You could have had Lil Wayne perform. You could have had Chris Brown perform. You could have had the dude that sang Despacito. Everybody fucking knew that shit. Everybody was wild into that. You could have sang that in Spanish or English. If you didn't know Spanish, you were acting like you knew Spanish to sing that motherfucking song. No way was Bad Bunny bigger than the person who sang Despacito. Bad Bunny doesn't even have a song that comes close to Despacito. That shit was every fucking place. Every fucking place. So I put my opinion out there today on the computer, and I had these people fucking attacking me, calling me racist, all because I said I don't like Bad Bunny. I don't know who he is. I don't like him. I don't know any of his songs. He's like a flaming fucking piece of shit who likes basically burning American flags and whatever. He wants to rep all these countries, but fuck America. But he wants to live here. And not once did you support America and say America's great. It's all fuck ICE and fuck America, and we're gonna hold up every fucking flag except for the American one. And people are just okay with it. I don't understand it. I think it's absolutely fucking insane. I think it's crazy. People that are as old as my uncle, there's the demographic that are as old as him. He doesn't know anything about Bad Bunny. Nothing. And nobody his age knows who Bad Bunny is. He knows who Cardi B is. He has no idea who Bad Bunny is, and neither does anybody in his age bracket. I didn't even know who he was until they announced him for the Super Bowl. I was like, "Who the fuck is that? I don't know who that is." Because my uncle's like, "Did you hear who's doing the Super Bowl?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Bad Bunny," and I was like, "Who the fuck is Bad Bunny?" I had no idea, none. And I'm sure there's other millennials my age that don't know him, or maybe they know him, but they don't know any fucking song and they do not listen to him at all. Because why would we buy his album when we don't understand what the fuck he's saying? Point blank, period. I've never heard of anyone bumping Bad Bunny in their fucking car in the hood. So that is just ridiculous. And then people are like, "Oh, well, more people watch that than Turning Point and blah blah blah." because those are numbers for the Super Bowl. Of course, millions more people were watching the Super Bowl than Turning Point because they were watching the game. And then you can't prove that those people that had the game on sat there and actually watched the halftime show. They were tuned in, but it didn't mean they watched it. So you have false numbers there where 25 million people watch Turning Point USA because they had to physically tune into that. That's a huge chunk of people to not be watching the Super Bowl halftime show. 25 million? And not for nothing, Turning Point USA said they weren't even done tallying everything because the numbers keep going up and there was other streaming services that people were using to watch it. So they weren't weren't just watching it on YouTube. They were watching it from other streaming services that had YouTube. So they're still calculating those numbers. It might even be more than 25 million. But even if it's not that, that's a lot of people to stop watching the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl commercials and to tune in to Turning Point USA. That loses the NFL a good chunk of fucking money because people weren't watching. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And the fact that you can't have an opinion anymore and you're a racist because you don't like Bad Bunny, like, shut the fuck up. Like, you need to fucking stop and get a fucking life. You you claim that you're all great and you're all love and all this shit, and you talk to somebody that disagrees with you and you rip their fucking head off. That is insane. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you can't go, oh, she didn't like Bad Bunny. Oh, okay, well, fuck her then, and move on. No, you got to start calling him a Nazi, a racist, a fascist, and all this other shit. Well, the only person that's the fascist here is you because you're telling me that I can't express my opinion, and if I do, I'm gonna get harassed by you until I agree with what you say. That's fascism. The fuck? What are you talking about right now? Stop. So, I have a few videos I wanted to play, and they're about the halftime show. And first, I'm going to play what the halftime show was. Y las de PR que toditas son mías, una dominicana que juega bombón, ey, uva bombón, la de Barcelona que viene en avión, y dice que me hizo de con mi corazón, quisiera mudarme con tu por una mansión, el día que me cante te envío la invitación, muchacho, deja eso. Antes tú me pichabas. There's that one, and then here is the other. Plaza América, sea Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Perú, Ecuador, Brasil, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Panamá, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, México, Cuba, República Dominicana, Jamaica, Haití, las Antillas, United States, Canadá, my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí. And I'm actually surprised. I didn't even realize that he did say God bless America. I'm very actually shocked. My bad. I didn't even know he said that. So that's my fault. And he did have an American flag up. So that's another mistake I made. I didn't see that at the time. But like I said, when I'm wrong, I have no problem saying that I'm wrong. But still his performance wasn't for the American people. It just didn't work. You can't have a Super Bowl show where predominantly English speaking people live and they can't understand anything that is going on in the show. And it's not even just white people. Black people didn't know what they're saying. I'm actually going to play numerous videos and let's see how many videos I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 videos, and every single one of them is black. And they all said, "What the fuck was that?" Then you have your Muslims. They don't fuck. I'm sure they didn't know who Bad Bunny was. You have Asians who didn't know who Bad Bunny was. I'm sure, and that didn't understand what the fuck he said. You have Jews that didn't understand what the fuck he said. I mean, Somalians who didn't under fucking stand what he said. Like it's not just white people didn't understand. There's multiple races besides Latinas in America that don't know what the fuck he said, didn't understand it, and couldn't rock with it because they didn't understand it. It wasn't just white people that didn't understand what he said. There are plenty of other nationalities that had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. And all of these people live in America, and you had only the selective few Latinas that speak fluent in Spanish that knew what the fuck he was saying. And that's not a lot of the population, by the way. Like, the Latin population, just them itself, is not that much. I mean, we have a significant amount, but they're not like dominant. So there's more of other races than just the Latinas. And I've even heard today some people who were Spanish and they hate Bad Bunny. Hate him. I should have saved those videos, but I didn't. I think I have one guy on here. I think he's actually Spanish. He looks like he's Spanish or something. And he talks about the Super Bowl. But before that, I am going to play you what these people said.
I know goddamn well. We still here watching this boring ass 60th Super Bowl, and then it pissed me off on y'all. First of all, I ain't really watching the game. But for you to have this motherfucking halftime show, and you got these motherfuckers picking corn, and this bitch come out here with these shoulder pads singing and rapping in Spanish, bitch, where we do that at? We are in the United States of a fucking America. We don't know the fuck who is this? You done had an entire Super Bowl with a motherfucker was singing in Spanish? Why we do that at? Then you had an old man out there in the park playing fucking dominoes. I would have flipped all that shit over. You know what? This shit is. I don't know what's going on, but this ain't it. Whoever over Jay-Z, did you do this? Did he win a fucking Grammy or something the other week? I don't know who that is. Is he Candace Selena? What is he? This man is up here with a cream outfit on with motherfucking shoulder pads he got from Hibby. He done pissed me to piss Hibby. And they up there acting like they just love me shit. I ain't finna put the cast on my damn TV. I need a fucking translator. Y'all know what? I ain't even let him motherfucking finish. I made this video 20 seconds of him perform because they done pissed me out on y'all. That's why I'm finna go to fucking bed. I ain't got time to raise my blood pressure to the motherfucking moon tonight. Game already bored as hell. I ain't got time for this shit. Who is this? The Labama man, whatever the fuck it was.
That was hilarious. And he had a point. Like, what the fuck was that about? That was, if America were to vote on who was supposed to do it, and they put Bad Bunny and another artist, any other artist to perform, I'm pretty sure America would not have voted for Bad Bunny to be on the Super Bowl halftime show. I would almost guarantee and bet my life on it that Bad Bunny would not be performing at the Super Bowl if America had to vote on who was going to be in the Super Bowl. Then that's just that. He would have never. It would have never happened. Never fucking happened at all. Here's another content creator who had something to say.
Buddy was not lying when he said we had to learn Spanish to watch the Super Bowl. That was hands down, and I'm not being over dramatic, the goddamn worst shit I ever just had to force myself to watch. A nigga over here with this phone in his hand with Google Translate up close to this TV screen trying to understand what the fuck's going on. And then he walks out with this revolutionary walk on American land in an American stadium with all of these foreign nation flags standing up against God knows what. And it looks like revolutionary shit in American country. I'm so tired of this shit. First it was with the niggas with BLM. Then it was with the Asians with the Asian hate. Now it's with the Latinos. Bro, the shit is just, it's cringe. It's cringe. It's completely cringe anytime that the status quo, the elites, pop culture, whatever you want to say, when they take an interest in any minority group, it becomes the most cringe shit. And they try to reenact real men, real women that truly stood up against oppression and had to put their lives on the line for what they believe. This nigga right here is a rich motherfucker, a rich gay nigga at that, which you never could have been in the past. One, you nigga like him couldn't have been rich and couldn't have been able to be successful being gay. So just you being able to have the success in America and standing up there and not speaking English for the people that help make you a big star, because you ain't really a star until America recognizes you. Don't get that twisted. You come here, you speak in Spanish. We don't understand what the fuck going on. And then you come out there walking up looking like a revolutionary. Bro, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with the NFL. The shit's been on some gay shit. It can't get worse than what it is. I'm absolutely disgusted with it. This ain't just me being no conservative and being pissed about it. My nigga, I don't want to think about politics when I'm watching football. And I do politics for a fucking living. We do this stuff to disconnect from the simulation. I want brain rot sometimes. Now everything has to be political. That shit was trash. Nobody wants to see this shit. Nobody's asking for this. Nobody wants to see all of this, that shit at the Super Bowl. This is an American sport made for Americans by Americans. It's not a stretch. That was ass, nigga. I'm so tired of politics being forced on me. Having this gay ass nigga running all across the screen, hopping his way to and from. Nobody's satisfied with that. I kid you not. If you'd have told me 10 years ago that a Super Bowl in America was going to be entirely in Spanish, I wouldn't believe you. And then out of all people, amid the release of the Epstein files, they bring Lady Gaga out this bitch. I can't make this stuff up. I'm disappointed. If there was ever a chance to get disappointed in the NFL, nigga, I'm there. It can't get worse than where it already was, but damn it, they found a way, man. Shitty show, L Super Bowl. I want to say other words, bro, but
That is so true. Okay, so the next one I want to show you. Now, this is the guy that looks like he's Latino. I have two white people on here. One is a bar owner that gets attacked for having the TPUSA on, so I'm going to play that. And then there's a girl content creator who's pretty good. Other than that, these are all minorities that are talking about it. So that just goes to prove my point that it wasn't just white people that couldn't understand what he was saying, and that white people hated Bad Bunny and didn't want him performing because he's Spanish. That was not what it was. We didn't care if what nationality you were to play the Super Bowl. We cared that you weren't speaking the fucking English language in America at America's one big game that they've had for fucking a million years. That was the problem. But liberals are too dense and they don't understand shit. They're like fucking 3-year-olds. You have to talk like, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Because they don't get it. It has nothing to do with being racist. It has nothing to do with him being Spanish. It had everything to do with this is an American sport. You're in America. The least you could do is do a halftime show in English. Nobody would have cared about Bad Bunny performing if he performed in English. Like, I wouldn't even have said nothing about it. I probably still wouldn't have watched it because I don't like Bad Bunny. But it would have been like, oh, okay, well, he sang it, he rapped and sang in English, so like, whatever, cool. Um, but the fact that you brought him out and he did not sing a single fucking word in English, and the only time you could understand what a song was Lady Gaga when she was out there. Which, by the way, where the fuck did that shit was so out of place? Like, what the fuck was she even doing there? Like, the song she was singing is a song that she did with Bruno Mars. What the fuck did that song have to do? And then they made it like a cha cha kind of song where she's like dancing the cha cha and like, what the fuck? Like, that was so cringeworthy and just so beyond. It was just weird, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Like, what does Lady Gaga have to do with Bad Bunny, and why would he bring her out there? Like, it was just weird. It was totally weird. And then to have that the only English fucking thing that said, and then the rest of the whole thing was in Spanish again. Like, it was just fucking weird. Okay, so here's the other one.
Bad Bunny performance ended at the Super Bowl halftime show, and I didn't understand a fucking thing he said. Neither did the rest of America. And the left got their 30 minutes of defiance to this administration. But guess what hasn't changed? Donald Trump's still your president, and ICE is still out there deporting people. Have a nice day.
And that he was correct about. Didn't change a fucking thing. I know you wanted to, but sorry, it doesn't. Okay, here's another video.
Hey, look, man, all bullshit aside, like, I mean this in the most respectful way possible. But if there was ever a time to call ICE, the Super Bowl halftime show is when y'all should have called. That's when the hell y'all should have picked up the phone and dialed 1-800-ICE. Because what the fuck was that? Hey, look, man.
Now, do you know how many people would trip out if I said that on my page? Like, for real. They would, it would be, it would be pretty fucking bad. Like, pretty bad.
Somebody bashed me because I said nobody wants to listen to Bad Bunny. What do we have here?
Your favorite Bad Bunny song?
I already got one. Sorry about that.
I don't know who that is.
I never heard of Bad Bunny. I don't know what it is.
I heard performing at halftime.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know no Bad Bunny song.
Do you think they made a mistake?
I believe so. I ain't never heard of bro till now.
I don't have one.
I don't listen to him.
I don't know any song.
Oh, what the heck's it called? I'll blank down the name. I don't think I have one. I don't know Bad Bunny song. That's a tough one.
I don't have one.
I don't really listen to that, but I can't lie. I really do not know any. I haven't listened to any songs. I don't know any to keep it G.
I just tuned into Bad Bunny this morning because is it DTMF?
Like
DTM2.
your second favorite.
I like Titini Pregunto, Seda, and Moscow Mule.
What is it, Monaco?
The one with Cardi B. I can't remember the name.
I don't really listen to Bad Bunny, bro. It's the one that goes, boy. That's all I know, though. That's because Juicy be singing it. You know the words or the name of it.
Just say this, La Camiseta.
Yeah, that was.
So doesn't this prove my point? If a bunch of urban kids, of the culture kids, don't know who Bad Bunny, King of Mufungo music is, why the hell do y'all think the demographic of the NFL does? This is about to be the worst halftime show of all time. The NFL is slowly trying to push away their actual fan base. For what? Fans of soccer? Skedaddle. So while everybody...
So that was actually the one where I was telling you, or I don't know, did I tell you or did I don't remember. But the football players were all asked if they liked Bad Bunny, if they knew who Bad Bunny was, and every Seahawk football player said they had no idea who he was other than two players. And the one couldn't even remember what the name of the fucking song was. And what was, or maybe two of them couldn't remember. Yeah, it was two of them that couldn't remember what the fuck the song was. So that tells you something, because when I like an artist, I can name a bunch of songs from that artist and be like, yeah, I like this song, I like that song. They don't even know who, they can't even remember what fucking song he sung. That's fucking crazy. Honestly, you know what? I should just keep that video just for anybody who ends up dogging me on Facebook. So this way I can save the video and send it to them and be like, oh, here you go. I'm not the only one who doesn't know who fucking Bad Bunny is and didn't want him to play at the fucking Super Bowl because they thought it was a mistake with their self. So, just that. But you can wait till I'm done and I will get the charger. It's in my bag. Yes. No. Yup. Okay, so here's another.
We just got one watching the worst Super Bowl in the history of America. I don't care what the numbers say. I was watching Turning Point. But this is why, but I did go back and watch some of the clips of the Super Bowl. I'm going to tell you why this was the worst. And it's not because we're racist. It's not because we don't like him because he's from Puerto Rico. This is the reason that it was the worst.
America is an American it's an American spectacle. It's always United Americans, and this man came out with it was all political. The whole messaging behind all of it was political. But then also he had foreign flags at the end of his video. This is America. You should not be flying foreign flags in our video. You can work, you can love your country, but that's disrespectful on the national stage to have a foreign flag. I'm so tired of these people coming to our country, kicking down the door to get here, but then putting their flag up instead of the American flag. If your country means so much to you, go back to where you came from. I'm not saying you can't love your country, you can't love where you came from, but you have an allegiance to that country over the country that has given you all the opportunity and the things that you have. If your country was so good, you would have stayed there. If Samoa, if all these countries were so wonderful, you would have stayed there. That's not racist. That's the truth. The second thing is the whole performance was in Spanish. I'm sorry, but this is America. We don't have to change our language. You coming to our country, you have to learn, you have to assimilate. We don't have to assimilate. And I'm tired of people telling Americans that we have to change. We need to learn Spanish. We need to assimilate. No, we don't need to assimilate. You came here. You knocked down our doors. You begged to come here. You have to assimilate. So he sang the whole song in Spanish. Nobody knew what was going on. People were booing. I didn't know what was going on. Nobody knew what was going on. Trump said it was horrible. It was definitely a horrible halftime. It was the worst. I would have rather had anybody. I would have took anybody who sings in English, had all this illegal immigration, illegals, and picking cotton, but all this other crap that he had going on. He's not. I don't think he's talented. I don't like his music, and yeah, it was horrible. I had people who were not political saying it was horrible. It was horrible. We just.
So nobody said it better than that guy. That guy was pretty much on point. You can take it, but I'm getting it back after my show. I don't know where the other charge was not in that bag because it should have been in that bag. And I'm tired of buying charges because you constantly break my kid, man. Like I have never gone through so many chargers in my fucking life. I buy her new ones and she breaks them. She'll have them for like a month and then she'll just break it and break it and break it. Like I'm so fucking sick of having to buy her chargers. Then she breaks hers and then she wants mine. Well, I don't want to give you my charger because you can't even keep your chargers together. You fucking break them and then I'm fucked. And then what do I get to charge my phone with? Then I have to pay more money to go buy another fucking charger for myself because you keep breaking shit. She don't have long with my charger because once this is over, I'm going up and getting my charger. Okay, here's another guy. Oh wait, you know what? I want to play this one. Now this is the guy. He's the owner at the bar, and he plays Turning Point at Super Bowl halftime show. But there's someone there who has a problem with what he's playing. But this guy doesn't really give a fuck. Take a look.
I came here for the halftime show. The whole experience. Why aren't you playing Bad Bunny at the halftime show?
Because I put this halftime show on. Because this is what the majority. If you filming me, get out of my face.
I'm filming you. Why are you doing that? Why don't you play Bad Bunny?
Because the majority.
I'm gonna pay.
Get out.
I'm gonna pay first.
This is why.
I gotta pay
This is
first.
why I said no.
I gotta pay first. But I'm asking a question. I'm not being violent.
I'll pass you
Yeah,
out.
I gotta pay first.
Yeah,
I
well,
shouldn't pay.
what's your
because I
tab
came here
under?
for the full experience.
What's your tab under?
Which
I
show
want
to
a
put
Super
on?
Bowl
Okay,
experience.
what's your tab under?
Right? I came here for the full Super Bowl experience. Are you the bouncer? Are you the manager? Are you the bouncer, the manager? He's the manager. All right, I'm speaking to him, not you. You do what you do, and I talk to him. I came here for the Super Bowl experience. The full Super Bowl experience. This is the halftime show. This is not the halftime show. This is the halftime show. Oh, this is not. It's called the halftime show. We're at the zoo, and the zoo refuses to play Bad Bunny for some reason during the halftime show. They want to play somebody else. All right? I'm going to put this on my social media.
There you go, baby.
Good. All right?
There you go. There's your tag. You have a good night. Thank you.
You might get customers. You might lose a lot of customers. You might look like a racist. I guess we'll see. All right? I guess you might look like a racist. So do you. Why? You're a racist. Why? You're complaining about the show. This show right here.
All right, can we do me a favor? I have a bunch of other things that we have to do.
Super Bowl experience. This is not part of the Super Bowl.
Okay.
This was not promoted. So don't come back.
Like, who the fuck are you to come into somebody's establishment and tell them what the fuck they can put on their TV? Like, the entitlement you motherfuckers have is astounding. Like, oh, I wanted to watch the halftime show with Bad Bunny and you don't have it on. And that's racist. No, it's not. If they wanted to watch a Super Bowl halftime show that was in English, that is up to the owner. Everybody that is at the bar and that's at like a dive bar or whatever, they're not going to be playing Bad Bunny. They're going to be playing something else, just like this guy was. And then you like that, you don't have to stay there. Pay your tab and get the fuck out and don't ever come the fuck back. Why do you gotta get all up in his face and talk shit to him and say fucked up shit and then call him a racist when he's just watching some singers saying he wasn't bothering nobody. He didn't get up and say, "Oh, I hate Bad Bunny, fuck him, I'm putting on this halftime show." He didn't do none of that. He was just sitting at his fucking bar. He turned on the halftime show that he wanted to see, that his patrons wanted to see, and then you had this one asshole, because it's always just one asshole that has a problem and wants to start shit and thinks they're entitled to whatever. Like, because they're so used to getting their way and getting everything they want when they kick and stomp like little babies, because that's what liberals do. They kick and stomp and throw little fucking fits like a 3-year-old until they get what they want. And it's ridiculous. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. You don't see Republicans do this to anybody. When y'all had the floor for 4 years, you didn't see Republicans out in the street fucking rioting. You didn't see people saying, don't serve this customer because he's a Joe Biden supporter. Oh, you can't go to this establishment. Everybody's protesting your business. We're breaking shit up because we found out a bunch of fucking government officials were in the fucking hotel and all this shit. We're smashing stuff. We're fighting with everybody and we're causing an uproar, and people are getting killed because we're fucking storming government officials, running up on them and shit. Fucking, we didn't do any of that. Assassinating your fucking political leaders. You tried to kill Donald Trump twice. You fucking assassinated Charlie Kirk. You tried to shoot ICE. You had a fucking tranny fucking shoot up a fucking school, a Catholic school, for little children. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You guys literally are that nuts? You think this is normal behavior? You think this is okay to act like? I mean, really, I want to know. Like, I want to get down to brass tacks here. I want you to tell me that doing those things is right. I want you to defend all of those things I just said because they're not defendable. But I'm sure you would find a way to make it defendable, even though it's not. I don't understand. Like, yeah, let's run over police officer or run over federal agents and put them in the hospital. Let's pull out a gun on federal agents. Let's bust people's windows out of their cars just because. Let's destroy hotels because we think government officials are there. Let's mock people who have been assassinated by people. Let's laugh at murder. We think it's funny. You don't see one Republican making jokes about Renee Good being murdered or Alex Preddy. We don't come out and say, good, I'm glad they fucking died. Even though in their case, their death was 100% their fault. Charlie Kirk wasn't doing anything at all. Charlie Kirk was doing exactly what his job was and was supposed to be there. Renee Good was not supposed to be where she was. Alex Preddy was not supposed to be where he was. They weren't just lollygagging down the fucking street and ICE just shot them for no fucking reason. That is not what happened. In your fucking sick, twisted head, that's what you people think, but that's not what happened. But God forbid the right made fun of those two deaths. You guys would be calling for our fucking heads, but yet you can fucking sit there and mock and laugh at the death of Charlie Kirk. You guys can threaten government officials to the point where your jobs find out and you get fucking fired. I mean, it's like ridiculous. Like, you think this behavior is okay? Republicans don't do that. We lose, we lose. That's it. If a Democrat president gets voted in, that's it. We don't go to the streets and fucking protest and do all this crazy bullshit you guys are doing. Why? Because we have lives and things to do and kids to take care of and jobs to attend to. And if we don't have jobs, we're hustling to get money. And, whatever the case may be, we're doing talk shows and, whatever. We're not worried about it. You guys are fucking sick in the head. You really are. And it's disgusting. And the fact that you think you do nothing wrong makes you even more fucking psycho than you actually are. I mean, it's insane. You're fucking weird. Because there's no way in a rational person's mind you think what y'all are doing is okay. And you think what you're doing is defendable and honorable. There's no fucking way you believe that deep down in your soul. And if you do believe it to your fucking soul, then I pray for you. There is something severely wrong with you, and I'm sorry, but you think you may be going to heaven? I'm telling you right now, you are not going there. They have a one-way ticket to hell for you. Because you knock on the devil's door long enough, somebody's going to answer you, boo-boo. And that's just facts. And the racist and fascist and Nazi, all that shit you guys say, you're throwing stones at glass houses. Do you even know what fascism is? Because what you guys are doing to people who don't agree with you is actually fascism. When you make people feel like they can't share their beliefs because they're going to get attacked for it, that's fascism. You make people fear to say what they really feel and what they really mean because they don't agree with you. They're not aligned with you. So if they have anything to say and it's not what you like, you stop them from speaking and you torture them, harass them, talk about their families. You dox motherfuckers. You'll put out people's profiles and their address and all kinds of shit, and you'll say horrible shit. Like, that's fascism. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious right now? What that guy did to that manager at the bar, that was ridiculous. That he called him a racist for not watching Bad Bunny. And then tried to tell him what he should put on in his bar. And because he didn't, he was a racist. That is fascism. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so I have a couple more videos I'm going to play.
Turning Point USA didn't just put on an alternative halftime show last night. They changed the course of history in sports entertainment. Turning Point USA had one of the top 3 live streams of all time just on YouTube alone. That means Turning Point USA siphoned off 22% of households watching the NFL simply because they gave an alternative option. People are calling the NFL going, what the crap happened? And people are wondering, why weren't we a part of this Turning Point USA halftime show? The world has changed forever because the NFL effectively can no longer say that for 5 hours straight, one day a year, they control the entire advertising space because Turning Point USA siphoned off 22% of their viewership for 45 minutes. It was also a testament that Turning Point USA, despite all the haters and detractors, isn't going anywhere. If you watched the All-American halftime show, if you loved what you saw, smash that like button right now. Give us an American flag in the comments section.
Okay. So there's that. And then I'm going to play this.
Single worst halftime show in history. Bad Bunny, the entire thing was in Spanish. Even Lady Gaga couldn't save it. A complete disaster. It was complete cringe, the entire thing. I didn't recognize one song. And here's what's wild. The Turning Point USA halftime was a complete success. It was beautiful. I was kind of going back and forth and was like, every time I go back to Bad Bunny, I was like, it was so bad. No one could defend it, right? Anybody that says it's great, complete phony baloney. Was the Turning Point USA one, was all about America. It was, you have to go watch it. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'll tell you this. You will see people online, fake, phony baloney, like complete inauthenticity. They're going to say it was good. It was without a doubt the worst. No one understood. No, first of all, not one song was recognized by most Americans. Not a children-friendly event at all. The dancing, the way it was an embarrassment. Like Saturday Night Live making fun of it would have been a better performance. He sounded boring. The dancing was irrelevant. This is a Super Bowl. This is supposed to be the pinnacle, right? Like the best of the best. This was the worst of the worst. I'm sure we'll get absolutely crushed. And I'll remind you, this is a good moment to see who's real and who's not. Anybody that said it was good, complete phony baloney. What's your take? Make sure this follow button so we see each other again.
And there you go. Now you've had it. Yeah. That was not very good at all. And I don't really know what else to say about it. Oh my god, I got 9 comments. Oh my god. Yeah, what the fuck is that? You didn't even read that right. First of all, I was saying I wasn't asking a question whether the Super Bowl performance sucked or not. I was giving my opinion saying that it fucking sucked. Maybe learn how to read before you start attacking shit. Because I didn't say that I didn't say that. I said I didn't ask if the Super Bowl sucked. I said it did, which means I didn't need anybody's opinion on whether the show sucked or not, because I didn't ask for anybody's opinion. It was my thought, my feeling. I'm allowed to feel that way about the Super Bowl because I have that right. If you don't like it, then you can block me or ignore it. So don't try to be like, oh, I saw videos and you said this. First of all, the only video I did about the Super Bowl was on TikTok. I actually wrote on Facebook that it sucked. So you didn't see videos of me saying it sucked unless you're on my TikTok page. You saw what I wrote. And again, I'm going to make it clear so that you can understand, because you liberals don't understand shit. And you have some kind of brain rot and only see and hear what I said, that I didn't ask whether the Super Bowl sucked or not. I said it sucked, period. I didn't ask anybody's opinion about it. So there was no need for anybody I didn't ask anybody if it sucked. I said it sucked. That's the difference. Sorry about that, guys. See, I'm still getting hate right now for posts I did about Bad Bunny. And there's an example. People like liberals only see and hear what they fucking want to. They never fucking pay attention to what's actually there. What this asshole was saying was I wrote a post and was saying that I didn't ask for anybody's opinion on my post. So I said, I didn't ask, oh, did Bad Bunny's performance suck? I didn't say that. I gave you my opinion and I didn't ask a question. So there was no need for you to respond to my post because I didn't ask you a question and I didn't ask for your opinion. I said Bad Bunny sucked, period, and that was it. I didn't ask anybody's opinion on Bad Bunny's performance. If I said, hey, what did you guys think of the performance? Then that would be different, and then I could understand all the comments. But I didn't say that. I said it sucked. That was my opinion. Done. Um, I didn't ask anybody's opinion. So therefore, there was no need for any of you to write comments because I have a right to say that it sucked. So then this asshole was like, yes, you did say it sucked. That's what I watched your videos and your posts. I saw that you said it. I said, yeah, asshole, I did say it. If you read what I actually wrote, you would have seen instead of your lib thinking where you only see and hear what you want to, like they say Charlie Kirk's a racist, even though Charlie Kirk never said anything racist ever. And they twisted his words to be, oh, the civil rights movement, he's against it. No, that's not true. He's against transgender people hijacking the civil rights because that was not made for trans people. Civil rights were made for black people and did wonders for black people. That is what he said. And people are like, oh, he's racist. How is he racist when he said the civil rights are for black people, not trans people? So you basically just did what Charlie Kirk was going through. You only read what you wanted to read in that post. I said I didn't ask you if the show sucked. I told you the show sucked. That's completely two different things. And you're too stupid to fucking get that through your fucking head. That's why you guys need to literally shut the fuck up because you don't know what you're talking about. You can't even read. No wonder why you guys can't debate because you can't research facts. You don't know how to. You don't know how to retain the information that you see right in front of you. And if it doesn't say what you want it to say, you will search and search until you find somewhere that says it the way you want to say it. And then you run around and you say, see, I have this. It says right here. And it's not even a credited source. It's not even from an official news station that you got this information from. It's from like some crazy fucking shit nobody's ever heard of. That's like a down low fucking journalism fucking bullshit. And they have fake stats and shit all over the place, whatever. Like, nobody wants to hear that bullshit. Okay? When I do my research, I look at everything. I see all videos. I bookmark hundreds of sites, read a million different fucking articles. And if it doesn't, and a lot of times I read articles that on purpose that aren't aligned with my political view. I read ones that I don't agree with. So then I can come on here and I could read it to you and then explain to you why this article from CNN or MSNBC sucks and it's wrong. And then I'll play you a video at proof that what they said on those websites was fucking incorrect and not right. So I welcome news sources that aren't aligned with my view, because if I just had sites that aligned with my view, I would have nothing to talk about on my podcast. All I would be able to do is go, oh yeah, that's true. See, I agree with that. I agree with that. And then I couldn't say anything else. What else can I say? If I agree with it, what more can I say to it? I mean, I could read the page and kill about 5 minutes, and then after I read the page, I go, yeah, I agree. And then my show would be over. Like, these people are fucking absolutely ridiculous. I've been taking heat all day posting about Bad Bunny, and it is ridiculous. And I'm so over it. Like, at first I thought it was funny, but then they started bringing out my kids and talking shit that they had no business talking. This bitch with horse fucking mouth. Her teeth are all fucking busted and crooked. She's ugly as fuck. She's fat as fuck. And this bitch wanted to jump on my page and talk shit, think she was fucking slick. And after I ripped her ass, she shut the fuck up real quick. And then somebody ended up taking my side and called her a fucking crackhead. And then something else. And then she put LOL, and then she shut the fuck up and hasn't said a word since. Bitch, you don't know me or how I get down. Don't let me see you in the street, because I will fuck you up. And you don't look like a girl that has ever been in a fight in your entire fucking life. Well, bitch, I have. And the last fight I was in, I dominated that shit. I believe I broke that bitch's pelvic bone. I had a bruise on my knee like the size of a fucking orange. So I know her fucking vagina hurt. So don't fucking play with me. You don't know who I am. You don't know how I get down. You need to shut the fuck up. Because I will get gully real quick. Then you got people, oh, she says she's black. Like, the fuck? Like, why would I make that up? Why would I say that? You're talking about racism. You're being racist right now. Why are you mentioning my nationality? Why is that even a factor? Nothing I said today was racist. Not one single word of it. Me not liking Bad Bunny does not make me a racist. And it does not make you a racist. It makes them a racist. And that's it. So, that is it for tonight. And I will be back with another banger tomorrow.
All the gangs getting money in the heads to bang bang. Wild Mustangs, the porno flicks. All my homies in the County in cell block 6. The Grits when they're raining up